Come explore ancient wisdoms and groundbreaking practices. We'll travel the world, do wacky experiments, and have delightful guests. I'll lead you in deep meditations, all to give you the takeaways so you can live energized, enlivened, and empowered. I'm Dr. David, and this is Aliveness Now. In this episode, we explore more missing pieces. Welcome to Aliveness Now. I'm Dr. David, and I'm here to present to you how to create aliveness, profound vitality in your life. We need to have some definitions to understand what that even means. So far we've gone over the fact that aliveness is the state that you can gain with choice and sometimes by chance. That you can be energized, enlivened, and empowered through the relationships that you have with others and with yourself and with the now moment. So that's what we're going to talk about even more today. This one more missing piece that for me, it helped me organize how I approached getting this sense of aliveness in my life. I call it the Now Me Oui Philosophy, the ancient way of living that helped you experience this sense of making love to life, this experience of being alive in the moment with yourself and with others. So the Now Me Oui is like it sounds. It's a sequential stack of relationships, a hierarchy that allows you to set up your life in a way that creates aliveness regularly. For me, I was more focused on the we, looking at how did my relationships with him or her or this or that. I hadn't realized that I first needed a relationship to this now moment. It had a flavor and excitement to its own to help create depth in all of my other relationships. And then I also found I needed to relate to me, because I found if I can't relate to me, how can someone else? So this episode, we're going to explore the Now Me Oui in Paris. That's a great place to explore love and relationship and say yes to life. First, though, we're going to visit with our friend Dr. Chakra-Chakra, who's going to continue our exploration, that understanding of how catalysts help us gain deep relationships. Here's Dr. Chakra-Chakra.
Teach us, show us, Dr. Chakra-Chakra, Dr. Chakra-Chakra.
Welcome back to my lab, where I study all things relationship, and especially catalysts. A catalyst is something that helps things bond. Remember, you put two things in solution and they don't want to bond. You put a little catalyst in there and whoa, they just go at it and they create energy and they create a whole new substance. They bond and become one. That's good, becoming one. So here you can see I'm exploring how many facets is it helpful to have when you're relating. It seems like it doesn't matter how many facets you have. A facet lets in the light and kind of makes it bounce around inside and then gives you something to have the light come back out in all sorts of colors. But just have them be good facets. Just have, develop your own shininess, right? Here we're seeing how a green sparkly stone can come down into two people and with some gold. When you combine all those, what happens? Well, we're getting something. And here I'm just seeing if you put in some green into your relationship, does it fulfill it? Not by itself. Well, that's why we're moving on to the third catalyst we've done. Focus. be right there, gather, be within yourself. And we did acknowledgement. Whew, that was something, huh? That really created a nice flow. So today it's choice. You got to choose to relate. You got to take that in. You got to choose it just can't just be what's in there. You know, you got to still choose the relationship. Turns out it can't just be green. Green doesn't do it by itself. And you got to create your own facets. Choose how to develop yourself so you can let that light in, so you can contain it and shine it out. Those are your choices. So choice. Today, we'll do an experiment that helps you experience and see how choice lights everything up, changes the color of the relationship. Ha! Go on. Well, I've been working extra special hard on this one. Oh, get me all frazzled. Oh, I want to show you how choice can help you initiate new things in relationship, shifting that. Just even how it feels, the color, just making relationship much more ready to go. All right, right, yeah. So I've been taking the speed of a little cute bunny, the plodding dependableness of a turtle, and making something here that's, I think it's coming out great. So choosing a relationship. You take the relationship, you choose it, and you just kind of choose it. It gets red. Ooh, a little more root, get in there. And then you shake it a little more. Gets a little darker. Shaking, choosing it more. And then there's green. There's green for go. Go. It makes that relationship so fun because when you choose it, it allows you to want to, and they want to, and then you go forward and make a great relationship. Oh, is that great? Oh, it's so green. So green. So green. Even more green. So that's how you use choice in a relationship. You don't have to shake it hard like this. You just choose it. And with the speed of a bunny and the dependableness of a tortoise or a turtle, you'll get there. Just keep choosing it. Keep plodding forward, saying, I want this relationship to be amazing. And that choice, when you choose with, you got to have some skills, some vision, and create some flow. And then, you got a great relationship. So go ahead, go green, go forward. Keep choosing it. But if you stop choosing it for long, it goes back to that kind of pale yellow color that, kind of got caution. There's always caution with that yellow, right? Right. Have fun. Yes. Green for go. Let's turn to our special correspondent for specialness, Mr. David, to explore this idea of being able to go forward in the flow. Here he is. Well, we've been talking about the guides that help you navigate each path of relationship you are part of. A path of relationship is the combination of all the commitments and relationships, all those containers that you have made in a particular fashion with a person, with yourself, with an object like an office or a house. There's a path of relationship. We want to help it be alive and lit up and flowing. We've talked about vision. It helps you know where to go, gives you direction. We talked about wisdom, helps you know how to get there. But there's one last guide that's essential. It's called flow. If you don't take those steps forward, you'll never get there. So, when you're going on a journey, if you never get on the boat, you'll never get there. So, have a life that's special and alive and filled with meaning. You need to take those steps. Otherwise, just as you're getting started, It's like catching your keel on the sand, and the wind and the direction won't matter because you can't move. You can't go forward. The choice to relate initiates flow. When you relate in an alive way, it widens and deepens that flow. We want the flow to have 3 dimensions, the 3 Ds. Otherwise, you'll have a 2-dimensional relationship, which is like a flat piece of paper. A 1-dimensional relationship is just a point on the map. The 3 Ds, the 3 dimensions of flow are depth, drive, and dance. Depth, the first of the 3 Ds, is sinking into the delicious moment, being in this present now moment to feel the wholeness of what is really here. So the second D is drive. You could call it development, because that D, that drive or development, is the inner generator of transformation that helps you become more you. Well, in that first D of depth, you're gaining the wisdom of what's real. That wisdom helps you be able to find that depth. In the second D, that drive, the development, you're creating also that wisdom of what's true for you and what's true to be you. In the third D, we're going into the wisdom of what it takes to relate to another. I call it the dance, the third D. The dance is that flow together of how to relate that keeps you from stepping on each other's toes, that keeps you dancing into new understanding of each other. And the dance is recognizing and knowing the familiar rhythms and steps that we have as a couple, or I have within me. What are my familiar steps I have mastered? And at the same time, let's explore some new ones. So make life and your relationships a dance. Don't keep stepping on their toes. Learn how to relate. That's the specialness of a relationship, is the joy of the dance of it. Wow. So, with the 3 Ds, the depth is necessary to see someone clearly, to be with them or yourself, to know you are that special human and being on this earth. Leads to drive. Once you know better who you are, it leads you to want to become even more of who you are, to transform yourself, transform your relationship. Know what you're here to create and establish as a human being or as a couple. And the dance, like I said, keeps you from stepping on each other's toes. Enjoy the deliciousness of each other. Let them be them, you be you. If you're more masculine, let yourself find this liberation and enjoy it. But honor her if she's in that embodiment first direction. That embodiment is going to be different than your way. The dance is honoring their way and being amazed by it. Let it tickle your fancy. Yes, honor them for who they are and guide and lead and be led on the dance of life. There's times they're leading. That's cool. Enjoy it. There's times you're going to lead into a new direction. Feel the joy as they come with you and accentuate the dance by their presence with you. Keep the 3 Ds. Don't be flat. Don't be a cartoon. And don't be a point on the map where relationships with a single dimension may be exciting for a day, but you'll soon lose that interest. Maps may help you plot from one place to the next, but they don't have the full dimensions. A cartoon doesn't have the full range of expression that you and I and your relationships can have. See you next time. Thank you, Mr. David. We're going to be flowing over to Paris in just a bit. But in the meantime, go to the Love Springs app. You can find more information about the flow and the choice and the Now Me Oui. See you in a bit. My show, Aliveness Now, is Transformation Talk TV's surprisingly quirky variety show. It has a companion app called Love Springs. Love Springs is a step-by-step journey, taking you deeper and deeper into the concepts of each episode. There's secret knowledge, groundbreaking practices, and fun quizzes. Find Love Springs at your favorite app store or visit createaliveness.com. I'm in Paris, the city of love. I have come here to talk about the Now Me Oui philosophy. The Now Me Oui. The now is the now moment. The we is yourself. And the we is yes. Well, that's how what we means in French. But for us, we is the you and me. You and your lover, your kids. What we usually think of as relationships, others. Ooh, exciting. So, you got to say yes to relating. You have to choose to relate to others. You have no choice but to relate to yourself, whether it's great or bad. Yeah, well, I don't know. But you have to choose. That catalyst of choice either continues or creates a relationship. Yeah. So say yes to relationship. The Now Me Oui is a philosophy to live by. It means you need to find the now. Really first, you know. You got to find a good relationship to this now moment. Otherwise, you won't be able to be present in your relationship to yourself or to others. So, relating to yourself also is so important so that, if you can't relate to yourself, how can someone else? So relate to yourself, learn, grow. You don't have to do it perfectly, but at least there's some discovery, some development happening. It's much more interesting to relate to someone who's developing and changing and growing, who has some drive that helps you move forward. And then in that relationship to the we, to be able to say yes to the dance of relating to another person. Very cool. So we're going to be looking around Paris, learning about the now and the me and the we. We're going to say yes to a lot of things. Gelato, I'll say yes to that. Croissants, yes. So, and it's spring in Paris. So there's flowers and flowering trees. It's a great time to be here, but it's just like in life. It's a great time to be where you are, whatever season you're in, because you can relate to the now and feel alive. That now moment is the primordial soup of energy that comes just from being alive right now. A little relationship there goes a long ways. Suddenly you're filled with the energy of being alive in the moment. Relating to yourself brings you into the relationships inside. The relationship between divine heavens, divine earth that runs through you. You're ethereal and divine. Ethereal and physical divine. They're both divine. So make them equals. Your physicality, your ethereal consciousness, your thoughts, your emotions, they all relate within you. To have a good relationship to yourself, they need to find each other and find an aliveness. But they can't do it if you make one better than the other. So we're going to explore that divine physicality, the divine etherealness, and let life be. Even with the sirens blaring, you can still experience a joy in you, and they may bring a remembrance of some sadness or grief. It's being a live human being, the being the me. Those relationships inside are also these chakras. There's an ethereal part, a physical part. We'll talk all about those in different episodes. It's also that river that flows in you between the ethereal and the physical and the physical and the ethereal. This flow between them so you can join the divine ethereal and the divine physical right here on this earth. In you. Be God making love to God. Pretty cool in itself, the me. But don't stop there. Share it. Share that divineness with another divine human being. Find your divinity together and your human beingness and your physicality. They're all cool. They're all divine. What a great life we can have when we can realize all parts of us are part of the divine essence. No longer is there, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve more. What? What is more, anyway? There's no definitions. It's your life. You get to have it. They get their life. Don't more or less. You get life. And it's so full and so many possibilities as you approach it that way. It's part of a choice. How do you approach life? Do you come from your wholeness or just a part of you? Only from here. I know people like that. I've been there. Or only from down here. Oh, it's a fun place to come from sometimes for a little while. But not only. It gets lonely if that's the only place you come from. All right, let's look around Paris. We're here. Say we to life. Well, here we are at the train station. We're talking about the Now Me Oui. And here is the place where people are the least in the now. They're looking to get to where they're going, be there on time, thinking about where they're headed. But even if your life feels like you're always at the train station, you can do some practices to help you relate and find that abundant energy that comes from the now moment. Practice it. Don't live in a train station. Ha! It's so busy in there. But sometimes it's what you got to do to get somewhere better. Think about the future when you need to. Be on time if you need to. But come back to the moment. Enjoy this one. Even right here in one of the busiest places in Europe, I can find this moment. Feel my feet on the ground. Feel the sun on my chest. See you guys. Know that you're listening and be loving this moment. Yeah, you can too. The now is that fundamental energy of aliveness that comes from relating to the now moment, from the present moment, by fulfilling and over-fulfilling the basic commitments of being alive right now. So a little attention there can bring you lots of energy. The first practice is just to notice and observe what is. Just noticing this chair. Whether it's comfortable or not, just noticing it. Hearing the birds. Feeling the light breeze. Hearing the talking and the footsteps. My feet on the ground. Just notice and observe what is. Breathe. And notice some more. And stay with the noticing as long as you want. A couple of minutes is amazing. Just being in that presence. So wherever you're at, notice and observe what is. In the Luxembourg Gardens here, there's beauty and there's people. There's birds and there's bees. Flowers, excitement, and solitude. All close together. That's life in the moment. Ah, it's Dr. Chakra-Chakra calling.
Hey, Dr. David, are you there? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, where are you?
Oh, I'm in Paris.
Paris. What are you doing in Paris?
I'm giving some retreats.
Oh, great. Yeah, I help all those people. That's so good. Yeah, you're good at that. Yeah, huh. But you gotta have some gelato in Paris. I love gelato. Ooh, yum. Yeah. Best place for gelato, Paris. Yum. All right, you gonna? Okay, good. Well, I'm making a breakthrough that I wanted to share with you.
Okay, show us.
I found that if you take all the energy and matter out of a box, energy and matter just come out of nowhere. So you get all that energy from nothing. Ha! It's like, that's what happens in the present moment, right? In the now, isn't that what you teach? That energy is just coming out of that present moment. Well, it's gonna fill the box. Well, look, it's coming. It's all that's coming. Whoa, that's energy and matter just springing out of nowhere in the now moment. Ha ha, exciting. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that box, put it in another box, and then I'm gonna mail it to myself. And when it gets here, I can smash it with a hammer and get all of that amazing energy coming out of that box.
But you could save on postage and just do a meditation to get all of that energy.
Meditation and get all that energy? You can just do a practice and that energy is to come without using your wand or anything. You just relate to the now moment. True, that's what I've taught that, I guess. But I really want to smash the box.
You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
I'd enjoy that.
You can still smash the
So
box.
I'll smash. Yeah. When it gets here, I can't wait for it to get here. When it comes in the mail, I'm going to smash it with a hammer and get all that energy out of it. Yeah, and I'll listen to your meditation and your practice. I'll practice. I just get all the energy anyway. I'm always pretty energized because I'm right here in this now moment in my lab, exploring catalysts and exciting experiments that I can send in the mail to myself. Exciting.
You'll love this next practice. And so notice and observe what is the beginning. Something to practice, something that can connect you to the now moment whenever you choose. The next, to add to that, is to notice and enjoy what is. Enjoy the sound of the birds. Enjoy the cold metal against your back. Ooh. Enjoy it like it's gelato. Yum. Can I enjoy the taste? I'm in Paris. Of course, gelato. You can enjoy, though, the sounds of the crowd, even of the footsteps. You can enjoy in the now with choice. You just choose to enjoy it. It actually works. So to access the now moment with that same enjoyment that a pistachio and raspberry gelato cone, it's huge. It can bring you that enjoyment. Let the now moment be your joy. And sometimes it won't be, but that's okay. But I can enjoy that pigeon eyeing my cone, coming closer. It makes me chuckle. And I can be present and feel that bird as it hops through around, as a person jogs that way. Notice and enjoy what is. And I'm going to. All right, out for now. So let's go explore Paris and find out more about the me. Here we are in the Seine River. You have a river too. It flows through you. But here in Paris, they've cemented the banks. You want your banks to be able to change with the times that require something new of you. Here, they want the river not to change. And that's okay. It's Paris. But find ways to help you shift. You change your river, change who you are, expand your definition of who you are. Here we are, the Palais Garnier, the Paris Opera House, where that famous Phantom of the Opera was first seen. So, what inside you scares you? Huh. Is it shame? Is that, hey, whoa, I can't go there because I may not be good enough? Or is it fear? What are they going to do to me if I really flow, if I'm really alive, if I really shine? These are our demons or our phantoms inside that keep us from fully being who we really are, that keep us from exploring all parts of who we are. Explore everything when it's time. Choice helps you create a movement into a part you've never really explored. Vision keeps you going forward to get your wisdom. So you have to flow past them, through them, explore them, and then they'll turn and wave like that phantom will say, hey, good job, thanks for visiting. Because really, when you go inside here, it's gorgeous. It's amazing. It's one of the most beautiful places on the inside I've ever been. That is what's hidden in you, where your phantoms and your demons, they keep you from finding those beautiful places that you're not even sure you have. But once you explore it, you'll be so glad. And then more of you is available for your everyday, and for your lover, and for your children, and for you. Don't be afraid. Choose. Find your way. Have you ever felt boxed in? Where there seems to be no way out? In every direction you turn, there's walls. But there's always a door. And I hear music coming from that door. So I'm going to choose that tunnel, that path out of this square that's containing. A new direction. A new possibility. The wind may be in your face, but this wind is refreshing and comes into a calm. As you can see the way out, finding new ways on your path for yourself. You too can keep playing your music no matter what else is going on around you.
outside the Opera House in Paris. What kind of performance can you put on? Can you find a new way of showing yourself to the world? You don't have to sing like in the opera, but you can sing you. You can be that song of life that you can be. You can shine the lights from the heavens that you shine, that are your lights, to be you here on this earth, flowing as an alive human being, giving the performance of your life. Or are you going to be that phantom who lives in the basement here, in the dark lake, hiding because we're afraid we're so disfigured or we're so bad or so not welcome that we hide from the world, that we don't let ourselves be seen, putting on a mask to keep ourselves hidden. We want to see you. I want to see you. The whole you, or the part of you you'll allow yourself to show. Each piece, each moment that you let more of you shine, the more alive you will feel, the more alive you'll be in your relationships, the more you're going to feel present in the moment, energized, enlivened, and empowered. So put on your own show. Explore, show yourself in the way you can show yourself. Only you can show yourself. People love that. Shine, and they will be in awe of you, of your performance. They will love you for being you. Not because you're somebody you're not, but because you are you. What's your secret smile about? What are you feeling inside that no one else knows? You get to have your personal joys and your personal secrets. And there's times then in the we, you can share that with another. Pretty great. Be an alive human being. Don't be worried if you know something others don't about yourself, because you're special in who you are. Love up this human being you are. Join into the parade of life. As the cars stream by, they still know this smile. People know your smile. When you shine like the sun as a human being, they know you. You don't have to hide. I don't think that's hiding. It's a knowing. It's a sense of, here I am. Come get to know me. I have something valid and curious and delightful inside. Are you feeling stuck in life? Do you feel like you never can get on the right train? Well, make some choices. Get your ticket. Get on that train. Come to a new place in life. It's your choice. You get to add that catalyst to your life to choose what path you want to take and where you want to go. As you do, though, make sure you sit in that seat, watch the scenery, be where you are, enjoy the trip. Get a croissant, eat it on the train. Not bad.
Here's the Embodiment Fountain. 7 waterfalls for the 7 chakras, flowing down from the heavens to the earth. This is Aliveness Now. We're hanging out in Paris. See you after the break.
Walking this evening in the Tuileries Gardens in Paris, I've come across a spaceship landing. Extraterrestrials are real. Wow.
Okay, I'm going to try to get a bit closer. Meeting ET would be a great way to kick off our segment about the we. Yes, the we is relating to others. What a scoop. They're taking me. They're taking me. They're taking me to Sweden. Well,
Here back in Stockholm, Sweden, where I get to see some friends that I see when I can, it's they're a long ways away, but we'll Zoom, we'll talk, and when I'm here, we get together, have some depth. That's the we of the Now Me We. It's the relationships with others that are so empowering and help us feel alive as a human being. It's part of the Now Me We philosophy. The we is where it can be lovers, it can be friends, it can be our home, it can be our pets. A lot of cool dogs walking by on this path. They're part of the Now Me We. The we, how we relate to others is an experience that we can enhance by becoming more alive in ourselves. But if we don't relate out to others, we'll get stagnant. We won't find new depth. We won't find a deeper experience of the now moment unless you're right there with someone looking in their eyes. So we need the me to help us go deeper into the now, which will help us find ourselves even more clearly in relation to others. Because nowhere except in the we does our experience of who we are get more tested, more expanded within a few minutes or hours sometimes. But that helps us expand and find who we are. It's a good new word, expand and find together, expand. I like that, expand and find. We'll do that as human beings. We have these things we can't even use words to explain. So find people to relate to. It can just be as you're saying thank you at the cash register. But each time you relate to others, you may find a new depth. And it's a gift you give. As you can relate out, you give that light. You let that light of you shine. It's not really giving, it's just a shining. And that allows them to shine. And they'll shine on others. It's shine upon shine upon shine. Why not? It's what's going to help this world change. This world needs a group of people who are ready to come alive and shine with each other, to sing the song of life with each other, to bring this world up. Because as you relate to others, they relate to others, and suddenly the culture is shifting. It's becoming the more alive culture we all know is possible, where people can relate deeply, care about each other, and come into a new way of living. All right, see you out there. Oh my, that was wild. Luckily, they left me this little spaceship and a robot pilot so I could make my way back to Paris, because we got a lot to do yet here, and I'm so glad I could land on this roof. Oh, so good. They were very nice, but just wanted to know more about the we. So they took me to see my friends. Wild, but so alive. So here in the Sun River, people enjoy the river. They meet here, just like people meet you in your river, with your river. Your rivers will interact, that's the we. So improving each of your me's creates a better we. So it's easier to say we or yes to being alive and flowing together. So create a new being in a way, you and another. Creates you together or another me. Right? A country has a bit of a we aspect to it too. It has an identity and a path and wisdom or not wisdom. We see that, don't we? But individuals can change and grow and develop so the we that they are relating to can also change and develop. If all those within that we aren't changing and growing, or if they're going in a way that's less alive, that we is not going to feel as alive. You won't want to be part of it. But sometimes we are anyway. So all we can do is help ourselves. Keep creating more and more aliveness within ourselves so that the we are improves and is a light, adding light to that path of relationship we have with others. That we enjoy it, help your river develop, deepen, grow. We'll have a whole episode on rivers because our river it's a great metaphor for who we are, being the water within our banks. All right, let's go on. Create magnetic connection in the we. Give them a crown. Worship them. Adore them. Honor them. Wear a crown yourself. Let them worship and adore you too. Worship and adore your relationship. It creates a magnetic experience of the we. Don't make it a pedestal, because a pedestal means you'll have to pull them down eventually. It's more like a temple where you worship each other, or make your life together a castle. There you can create an alive life with each other. Within the me and in the we, there's sacred sexuality. There is that sense of God making love to God. But that has been walled off, contained within a fence. You get to explore that part of you. Within the me, what's the sacredness to your sensuality, your sacred sexuality, your divine feminine, your divine masculine? Let them play. And then in the we, they will play even deeper with another and find another depth and excitement to your life. For those who encourage the divine feminine in for embodiment, they'll find a divine earth waiting for them. Those who rise up to the divine heavens will find the light ready to shine through them. But when you can do both, because you're a human being, it's so amazing. Explore, find ways to extend that for yourself. It's part of a human being. And it can be just the enjoyment of your hand in your face. It can be a depth of orgasm that you can't believe anyone else has ever had. That's what you have here, because you're an individual. Your way of experiencing that part of yourself is your way. Expand it though. Don't be satisfied, or don't, it's not going to work if you keep making it smaller or uncomfortable. There have been uncomfortable and difficult things in our sexuality or in our history at times. Find ways to make peace and create wisdom through them so you can be that flowing light and song and excitement that comes from being a human being. Something that's mouthwatering and alive with who you are. Wow. Enjoy. Wow. Go be a human being. Come on. Join in the aliveness. So my daughter and I love these little French cakes called Madeleines. We love making them. They're so delicious and crispy, but soft in the middle. So I came to the Madeleine Church, the square of Madeleine, in the part of Paris called Madeleine. But I walked all around here. Nobody sells Madeleines. And this is an example also of where you expect one thing and see another. So the front of this church, or I'm not sure originally, it was some temple, I'm not sure what it was originally, but now it's a church. It's beautiful and clean. But the other side, all the other sides are dirty, uncleaned, kind of spooky. But then you go inside and it's really spiritual and holy, with light from above and strong strong earth inside. You never know. People are people. Churches are churches. France is France. So don't let your expectations, or even the surface, what you see on the outside, doesn't always mean what's on the inside. What's in the back may not mean what's in the front. Get to know the person as a whole person. They're a human being. Parts of them aren't going to be that clean. But inside, who are they? How do they approach you? But beware, some people who look great from the front, you may find out they're not so great from the back. Or the sides even. So, another little lesson that Paris has shared with you and me.
The energy from the we is the energy of synergy, the blend of interdependence and independence. The we is raising kids, snuggling, going camping, sometimes we look through the windows thinking others have more or are better. But all we see are statues, not reality. Our families can be synergy or not. We try to fit into frames, or we can make our own. The we can be our animal friends. It can be those we play games with. Hang out with. Or go out for drinks or dinner with. It can be those we meet as kids, or friends that we go for walks with. Embrace the we, create synergy.
We'll see along the river couples, groups coming together to enjoy the banks of the river, to meet and to walk and to eat, to be human beings together. We love our outdoors. We love the fact there is something bigger than us. Enjoy your we together. Get out and explore what's possible. To expand what your we can represent. To expand this life that we live into something grand. Like right here in Paris.
Thanks for joining me in Paris to explore the Now Me Oui. You also can explore the Now Me Oui in the Love Springs game, which is available on Amazon. It helps you explore your relationships and build dynamics and skills with others, especially your lover. It's a good one for that. But there's a way to play it on your own, to develop the skills of relating to yourself. Anyway, I'm Dr. David. This is Aliveness Now. You've been watching on the Transformation Network. See you next episode.
Oh, happy day. Oh, the box has arrived. Oh, all that energy in there from the present moment in the box, Whoa. I got my hammer. Gotta put these down. Oh, oh, look at that. It's really coming out now. Wow, wow. Look at all that energy. Oh, yes. Ah. Wow, yes, all that energy from the now moment. It's all coming in. Ooh. That doesn't smell so good. But it is so enlivening. Or you can just do some practices so you can really just have it at any moment. But this was so fun. So enjoy. Notice and enjoy what is. My box arrived. Ooh.
Create aliveness within yourself and in your relationships. Join me every second and fourth Monday at noon Pacific on Transformation Talk TV. Download Love Springs app. It's a companion journey to deepen your experience. Visit createaliveness.com to find out about my Catalyst Games, Aliveness events, and retreats. I am Dr. David, and you have been listening to Aliveness Now.